And we are now live! Welcome back to the Invictus stream! My name is Harlan Guthrie, and I'm here with my excellent friends, Justin.
Hello!
Michael! And that's it, because Chris and Alex are not here with us today.
Braden Wilkes Booth. Your eyes open slightly, and you see a white light, and you hear the sound of heavy hydraulic machines pressing air and gas and and pistons and that sort of thing, and you don't know where you are. Your head is killing you, and you try to move, and your arms are shackled. And you hear some mumbling, and someone comes into view above you, and the mumbling becomes a little bit clearer as you start to come to, and you think you hear one of them say, "Put him back under," and one of them reaches over you with a syringe, a very intimidating looking syringe, and you feel a...
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, what the hell?
You say that?
Back off, man! Yeah, back off!
The syringe pierces your arm, you feel a prick, and after a few moments, you go back under.
God, bastards.
So, you come to again, and you are in a comfortable bed. And you're not shackled, there's nothing wrong with you. Your head does still hurt, and you realize that you don't know where you are, and you don't know who you are. So looking around, as your vision clears, you see that you're in some sort of log cabin, in a small room with a bunk bed.
Anyone on top bunk?
So you look, and you see that there is someone, and they are just coming to as well. It's a woman, and she's fully dressed, wearing mismatching clothing, not under the blankets or anything. But she comes to, and she looks at you and says, Who are you?"
Shut up. I'm gonna look around the room some more.
And she looks a little taken aback, but she's too tired. She doesn't even seem to comprehend what's going on. And
Lie down and be quiet.
Fuck you. And she puts her head back on the pillow. Whoa. All right. So you keep looking around?
Yeah. Yeah, like drawers, dressers, closets.
Okay. So as you look
Windows.
around, windows. Yes, there's a window at the side of the room, just a basic like 4-pane window with the cross in the middle. And you see there is a mirror with over top of a like, what's that called? Like an armoire?
Yep.
Yeah. You see an armoire, and there's a bunch of drawers, and you go and you open all the drawers, and the bottom one is a little bit bigger, and it's locked.
How big is this little armoire thing?
It's pretty big. It's the size of a good dresser.
Can I move it away from the wall?
You could try, but
Yeah.
that's going to be, you're going to need, I guess, that's going to be a physique roll. That's going to be a skill.
Well, fortunately, I'm pretty fair at physique.
Okay. So roll ahead. You're trying to beat a good. So you're trying to beat a 3 with this
Okay,
roll.
so I roll 4 of them? Like, is it
Yep.
always 4?
Yeah, it's always 4 fate dice.
So, What does this mean?
Okay, so you failed.
Okay.
I think you
All
just
right.
made that up.
Nope.
Well,
no,
I'm
you didn't.
guessing the middle two cancel each other out, so I've got a -2,
That's exactly it.
and my physique is +2, so I've got 0 exactly. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yep.
Okay.
You were going for a good.
I'm good at math.
So yes, you failed. So that means that you have two options. You
Okay.
can either fail at the task of moving it away from the wall,
Yeah.
or you can succeed, but at a great cost.
Yeah. No, I'll fail. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something else with it.
Okay, sure. And it's at this moment that you hear someone else moving in the cabin. And this is where I'm going to jump to Dennis. Dennis, you awoke, and the first thing that you heard was the crackling of a fire.
Oh.
And your back hurts and your head hurts, and you assume that you've been lying on the floor the whole night because you open your eyes and you see you are only about a meter away from the fireplace.
Oh. Oh, fuck. I'm on the floor all night, you said?
Yep, you're on the floor, and this is the main living area. There's a couch behind you, and there's someone sleeping on it, and two chairs. There's a table, like a big wooden table, and a front door, and there's two doors leading into two separate rooms.
And do I see anyone else in the room?
Just the person lying on the couch.
And who's that?
It's a man, and he is young, maybe about 25, 26. He's a black guy, and he's snoring quite loudly.
All right, so I stand up, and I rub my eyes. Oh. Rub my lower back, which is sore, as I am an older man.
How old are you?
Do I know? I don't know how much I.
You don't. You don't know how old you are.
So I go to touch my beard and feel that it's big, and I see that it's white, and I probably maybe early 60s, maybe mid 60s.
Okay, all right.
Maybe later. I don't really know.
So I'm going to propose an aspect to you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that is the aspect of Golden Age.
Okay.
All right. So that could be beneficial to you in terms of like wisdom and stuff like that, but you're definitely going to take a negative to like physical rolls.
Yeah, I figured might as well mix it up. We got a young street punk. I'll go with an old timeier. So where do I write that? Under skills?
Under aspects.
Oh, under aspects. Under trouble, you mean?
Yeah, that could be a trouble.
Golden Age. All right. All right.
Wonderful. So that's basically what you see in the room. Like I said, front door. There's actually two windows with drapes hanging on either side of those windows on either side of the door. Then the window all the way to the right, there is a table. That table right beside it, more like a picnic. Then opposite side of where the table is where the fireplace is and where you are, on the couch, facing,
Okay.
I guess, that side.
So I stand up. Sorry, continue.
And then just the two other rooms opposite from the wall of the door.
Okay. Do I hear anyone else moving around in the building?
You do, actually, and you see that the farthest room from you, across from where the table is, the door is open, and you see a man. Actually, you hear a man grunt, and you hear the sound of something budge along the floor, something heavy. But you don't see what it is.
Okay. I stand up and I walk over to the man sleeping on the couch and I kick him awake.
You
I
kick
say,
him?
Hey, get up. I kick the side of the couch really hard, like.
Okay. And
We're both abrasive characters. It'll be nice.
well, Chris and Alex both played pretty abrasive characters too. It's funny.
It's gonna be.
So he stirs and stops snoring, and he rubs his eyes and says, "Yo, what the hell, man?
and I grab him by the scruff and I throw him off the couch.
Shit! What the fuck is going on? And
I say, get up.
He's awake right away, and he says, "Damn, where the hell am I? What the hell did you do to me?"
I said, "What do you remember?"
I don't remember a damn thing. I just remember you kicking the couch and me waking up and being on the floor.
Well, you're snoring too fucking loud.
Oh,
And I walk over to the drapes and I tear down the drapes.
Okay, so you tear down the drapes, and it's nighttime. You see outside, you're in a forest. There's trees all around you, and in the parking lot, there are a couple cars sitting there. It's just like a dirt parking lot, and it is a very dark night. You can only see the cars illuminated by the glow of the fire.
Is there a pole holding the curtains in place?
Yes, there is.
I'm going to make a makeshift torch using the drapery and the pole itself. I'm going to smash the pole in half, and well, I can be doing that while you're running around with Brady.
Running north. Yep. Okay. So just quickly for you, I'm going to make you do a craft roll.
Sounds good. I'm going to be good at. So okay, how do I pick my skills? Because I'm starting to get what I want to be.
Add them in wherever you like.
So anything that pops up?
Anything that pops up, but keep in mind that you only have 2 good. So if you give yourself good at craft and good at whatever, and then you get down to fair and you want to put in physique, you want to have good physique, you've already used up all your good slots.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
I think I know what character I want to be. All right, so then I'm going to make fair craft. Is that okay?
Yep.
Actually, I'll do average craft.
Average, okay.
So, and I just roll 4 die?
4 die, and you're trying to beat just an average, so +1. So the odds are with you.
The odds are ever in my favor. So we got that. Is that good or bad?
That is good. So you succeed.
Hey, look at me.
So you got a 2, and you've got a +1 to your skill. So that means you succeed. But if you had succeeded with +3, that would have meant that you succeeded with style.
Oh.
So if you want to,
Your torch could have been bedazzled.
It could have been. It could.
So crafty.
You could have made it a more powerful torch that you can illuminate everything. If you want to, you can add 2 to that roll by using a fate point and invoking one of your aspects. So if you can think of a reason why, you could even say Golden Ages, you've done this before.
I would say that. What's my negative? I lose a fate point, you said?
You lose a fate point, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need anything better than the 2 things I just made.
Perfect, okay. So you make your torch, and we're going to jump back over to Braden. So, Braden, you try to push the shelf, and you don't succeed. And you see now the girl is getting off the bed, and she says, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you trying to move that?"
Why come off the bed and make yourself useful, bitch? Like, look around, see what we find. Like, bake me some cookies or something.
Fuck you. And she goes into the second room.
Oh, there's a second room.
Yes. You can see that there is a door leading out into a main common area. And you hear some people moving around. You hear what sounds like a black guy mouthing off at an old man. But
Well, that seems more like my style. And I don't want to admit it to anyone, but I actually don't like being alone.
okay,
It makes me nervous.
so why don't you put that as one of your aspects?
Oh, I like
You're in
that.
trouble. Don't like being alone.
Oh.
Please don't leave me. What's cool about the aspects, reading in the Fate book, is that you have they try to make it fun. So like they turn their aspects into sayings. So yeah.
I have abandonment issues.
Sure. There you go.
Yeah, you do. From me.
All right.
I'm actually your daddy.
So you hear a banging on the front door all of a sudden.
Okay, any, because there wasn't like a kitchenette or anything around, right? It was a bedroom? Is that what you said?
Yep, it was a bedroom. There is like a small kitchenette, Actually, no, there isn't. There is a wood stove, a wood-burning stove with a couple pots on it.
Okay, any utensils to put in the wood or a chair?
Yep, there are chairs.
I'm just gonna take a chair and I'm gonna like smash it. So I got like just the legs and be like, "Who's there? What do you want?"
And you hear
Mess you up.
you hear muffled shouts from outside. Please let me in! Let me in!
So does Braden walk into the room that I'm in?
Yes.
No. Oh, I do.
Yep. That's the. It's in
My
the
room is where the front the door is, right?
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So I see him smash the chair and kind of walk, and I look at him and I say, "Shut up! You're making a noise. I can't hear what's going outside. Who's there?"
He says, I need your help. I need your help. I'm stuck outside and the door is locked. And hear the door handle rattle.
Okay, and I walk over and I hold it, and I don't move, and I say, "Who are you, and why should we let you in?" And I kind of start assessing the people around me.
So there's silence from the other side of the door. And after a beat, you hear him say, I honestly don't remember who I am. I have no idea who I am or how I got here, but I just know that there's something out here, man. There's something out here, and I gotta get inside. Please let me in.
There's something out there with you, and it's dangerous.
Yes, I think so. It doesn't sound friendly at all, man.
Oh, we're sure as shit not letting you in here.
And you hear the woman behind you says, "What the hell are you doing? Let him in!"
And I say, "Back off! If he's bringing something dangerous in, he's not coming in here."
Holy shit! And the banging continues. Okay. And
I'm with the old man.
I figured.
Yes.
I figured you were with him.
It's a geezer, but it's making sense right now.
And you quiet your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm thinking of the lives of 4 in here versus 1 out there.
So the banging continues, and then you hear from outside. You hear say, "Oh shit! And
I point to Braden and I say, "You get out that window. Tell me what you see."
And then I go over.
Okay, so looking out the window, you see movement. You see the man at the door, and he hasn't thought of smashing the windows yet himself. I guess he's just too panicked. And behind him, just behind the cars, only about 10 feet away, you see some figures slowly shambling their way towards him.
All right, I'll be like, "Let him in. We got time."
And I look at you. Now, is there anything that we can roll, like he can roll on me as like a trust or something to give me a...
Yes, there is. So you can... What are you trying to do, Braden? Are you trying to convince him? I'm just trying to think of what skill works best. Empathy, provoke, rapport.
The only one I have is deceive.
Deceive. Okay.
Yeah. It's the
All
only
right.
one I
Yeah,
have.
you could swing that somehow. So explain
Yeah.
how you're deceiving him.
I'd be like, "It's probably bears. Like, we're in the woods. Just frickin' open the door. Let the friggin' pansy in."
Okay. So you can roll your deceive versus Harlan's will. So will is we're gonna say it's like Mike is doing an attack on your willpower. So how much will does your character have, Harlan?
I pick it under skills. I get to put will under one of these.
That's right.
I would say he's probably really strong in will.
Okay.
He's a stubborn old goat.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess I won't tell you what kind of character I am yet, right?
That's fine. You don't have to. No.
Because I know you said you wanted to reveal it, so we'll wait a little bit. But we'll say will would probably be very strong, so we'll call it good.
Good. Okay. So go ahead and roll, both of you.
Like, hunting?
Good will hunting. Oh well, maybe not that good.
So you got a +1 in the end, I believe, Harlan.
Oh yeah, because my good has 3 and I took away 2, so I have 1.
And Michael, what did you get on your deceive roll?
I have a +1.
+1.
Because I've got a plus and a negative and 2 blanks, which is 0. But I have a +1 in deceive because it's average.
Okay, so that means that you tied. Which means that it goes to the person with the best skill in the battle, and I think
Well, that would be Harlan.
that would be Harlan. So you have managed to keep the door closed?
Well, not necessarily. It just means that I don't believe him that they're bears.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and say, that doesn't sound like any fucking bears I've ever heard. You're lying to me, boy. Is he out there? Is he safe? Who's out there?
Just friggin' open the door. You got time. There's nothing else out there other than him.
All right, I'm going to take that and say, you watch your fucking mouth with me, and you don't ever try to lie to me again. And I open the door. And
Okay.
I pull the kid in, and I throw him on the floor. And I shut the door behind him.
So you throw him on the floor, and he's crying. He's got tears in his eyes, and he says, thank you so much. And he's got long hair, and he's a hippie. Plain as day hippie. Yet he's like, oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I
walk over and I check him for drugs.
Okay. So he's like, man, what the hell, man? What the hell?
So has he got him?
Okay.
Because if he does, I take him.
So I'm going to give you a fate point.
Okay.
If he pushes you away.
If he pushes me away. Okay, so
Yeah.
can I use fight?
You can
Or
do that.
physique?
But he's trying to fight you. Yep, yeah, you can do that, but you get a fate point basically for him doing this.
So I'd want that then.
Yep, I guess so.
Yeah, okay. So I'll take the fate point.
Okay, so yeah, he pushes you away, and you can try to fight him now.
Yeah, I will. I'll just clock him.
All right, go ahead, do a roll. You're trying to beat +1, so he's not a very good fighter.
Okay, so I've got a plus, and I've got +3 for fight.
Okay, so you succeed with style. So you can describe, how does that happen?
That's basically it. He pushes me away, I walk up, and just bang, right on the button. Drop him.
Okay, so he falls to the ground, and you see that he's actually gone unconscious. And at this point, you
So
realize
now I
that,
check his pockets.
okay, as you're checking his pockets, you don't
Yeah.
find anything in them, but you do find a damp spot on his arm.
I'll take a look at it.
Okay, so you inspect it further, and you see that a part of his shirt has been ripped away, and there's blood, not very much, but there's blood leaking from a small flesh wound that
Can
looks
I,
like it
would I
might.
use investigate?
You could, but I'm just going to say it looks
Okay.
like teeth marks. So this guy was bitten by something.
And I'm watching this unfold, correct?
You are. And this is when you hear a bang on the door. And I'm going to give you a fate point to say that you forgot to lock the door.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I want to take a fate point, but I don't think I would have. I think that's too unlike me. Now, what's the penalty if I don't take the fate point?
You have to give me a fate point.
Yeah, no, I'll give you a fate point.
Okay.
I
All right.
think I would have locked the door.
So you hear the door rattle, and you think in your mind, oh, did I remember to lock the door? And as the door handle shakes, you realize, yes, you did. And it continues to shake, and you hear more banging on the door. And then fists on the side of the walls. And you hear the black guy like cry out and says, we got to do something. We got to do something. We can't stay here. We're dead meat if those things are coming in.
I say, first fucking thing is you shut your mouth. If they're coming after us, it's because he let them here and because you're keeping your trap open. Now shut up and let us think. What do we got here with weapons? You kid, what's your name? And I point to Mike.
Don't worry about it.
Now you cut the fucking lip right now, kid. If you want to get out of here alive, I let that kid in on your word. You can tell me yours.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
What's your name?
I guess I don't know either. Does anyone here remember their name or how they got here?
Why you all up in my grill, yo? You don't even know your name? And you're
Quiet. Does anyone else know their name?
My name's Vivian, says the girl.
How do you know that?
I just know. I just know my name is Vivian. That's.
And I walk over
it
to her
came
and
to me.
I walk up to her and I say, now why do none of us remember our names but you remember your fucking name? What do you remember before being here?
I only remember one thing. And you see her eyes start to turn red, and she glances at the door that's banging louder and louder, and she turns back to you and says, I remember my mom. I remember my mom leaning over me and saying how much she loved me, Vivian, and how much she cared for me, and she didn't want anything bad to happen to me in my entire life. And now that's
All right, shut up. Quiet down. All right, Brayden, where'd you get that weapon you got? I mean, where'd you get that weapon you got?
What did I get?
Didn't you have a chair leg or something?
Yeah,
You do have a chair leg.
You watch me break the chair, though.
All right. Okay, fair enough. Then I bark order at the other kid, to get one of those too, and I lean up against the door to kind of hold it.
So you shout at the kid, but you see he's not paying attention to you. He's actually taken initiative to look around and see if he notices anything about this place. And
Yo, Kanye, what are you doing? You still lying there? What you joining in?
And he says, I think they're on this side of the house too. And he's listening at the door to the room that you haven't looked in yet. And from there you hear a smash of glass from the other side.
All right, we need to get out of here. Is there the room that you came from, kid? Is there a window there?
Yeah.
All right, help me move this couch against this door, and we're gonna go out through there.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you guys managed to move the couch over, and the banging on the house is coming from all sides now, not just the front door and the back, everywhere. And you move the chair up to the side of that door, and already you start to hear some banging. It's coming from lower on the door, as if it's banging from the ground. Yes. And you move over into the other room, and you step through the threshold just in time to see the window smash, and two zombies reaching through, and they can't quite get past the wooden bars, but they're reaching through.
Her glasses is in the optometrist.
And I say, all right, well, if we're doing this, then we're doing this. And I bend down and I grab one of the legs from the chair that the young man broke.
Are you playing this?
Yeah.
Game?
Okay, so you grab the leg, and what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to ready myself because, well, I'll do a quick assessment of the place to make sure that there's no other way we can be getting out of here. There's a fire lit, although I guess I do have the torches. But right now I don't really want to light them on fire in a room with four other people.
So do an investigate roll on the main room.
Okay, I will call my investigate average.
Okay. +1.
Because of your old weary eyes.
He's old, weary eyes. So I got a negative, so I'm 0, I guess, right? Because these two cancel each other out, and my negative cancels out the plus I get for being average.
Yeah. And you hear Vivian say, "What are you looking for?"
I'm looking for a way out of here.
And she starts looking as well. And she gives you a +1 to your roll.
Or take it.
And Durrell, the black guy, says, "My name's Durrell, by the way. I just remembered. I think it's Durrell." And you see he's looking
Whatever,
around,
Kanye. Let's go.
as he has been. He's looking under chairs and things, and he says, I don't see anything, but you get a +2 to your roll as well. So you've got a +3 roll now, Harlan.
Okay.
So with that, you see there's a big carpet in the middle of the room. And you take time to look underneath it, and you see that there's actually a trap door there.
And I scream at everyone, all right, get down there.
Okay, so people run towards the trap door, and they get there, and they try to pull up on it, and they see that it's locked. And as they pull up on the handle, they see there's a little counter, and the counter is ticking downwards, and it says 5 minutes.
Who saw this first?
The black guy, Durrell.
Okay. And I say, what's that?
It says it's some sort of clock. I definitely can't open this thing.
All right.
It's counting downwards, though. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So you're saying it's going to open in 5 minutes?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
All right, well, let's hope the house doesn't burn by then. And I go light one of my torches, and I toss the lit torch into the empty room. Not ours, the one adjacent.
Okay, so you toss it in, and you see that when you throw it in, you see a zombie had actually climbed its way in, is just getting up on the ground, and flames burst up around it, and it staggers towards you, and then collapses on the ground in the middle of the room.
I spit it out and go.
No, is there any way that I could use my buggery skill to take a look at this timer and see if I can outmaneuver it and open the trapdoor without it, or advance the clock?
Definitely, Yep, you can try to do that. Now, it is a special device. I'm going to say that it's going to be a great burglary skill to beat it.
Well, that's perfect, because I have great burglary.
Okay, wonderful.
Not in this instance.
Not in this instance. So you get a 2, you fail, you don't find
So
any
that would
way to
be just 2
manipulate.
exactly, right? Okay.
Exactly. So you don't find anything, and to make matters worse, I'm going to give you a fate point. Because as you're on the ground, remember that guy that you let in with the bite wound?
Yep.
He's not far from you, and he actually grabs on to your arm and starts pulling you in, and he's got his teeth open, and he looks like he's going to take a bite out of him. Okay, so do a fight roll.
Boot to the head.
Boot to the head. And your fight roll, you're trying to beat a 1.
Yep. So I would have 1, 4.
Okay, so not only do you succeed, but you succeed with style. Describe how you succeed with style.
Get to see my sexy legs now.
All right.
Maybe.
So you're crouched on the ground.
Style.
You're crouched on the ground. The zombie
Here we go.
grabs your arm.
This is what he got. He's going to do is
Zombie.
kick. Here we go.
All right, and
He got style. He got to stand up. Round of applause for Michael and his sexy
So not
legs.
only do you succeed with style, the way damage works in this game is that every shift that you go beyond the target number, that's how much damage you do. So you do 3 points of damage to this person who only has 1 point of health. So not only do you kick him in the face, you actually crush the bones in his face, and you hear his neck snap too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Know what I'm saying, yo?
And his brain has been destroyed. He collapses.
All right, and I'd be like, well, I guess I wouldn't see him. I guess no, I would have seen him go to bite him, and I say,
Yeah.
hey, nice job, kid, but keep that attitude in gear. We still need to get out of here.
Okay, so there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the timer, and it's at this point, Harlan, I'm going to give you a fate point. If the front door bursts open, they finally manage to knock it down, beat the old lock, and there are 2 zombies starting to flood in.
But they're gonna make it over the couch still.
That's the back door that you put.
Oh,
that.
okay. All right.
Oh yeah, what? No, we put the kid. Oh yeah, well whatever. Yes. Now, if fight is my great skill, does fight apply to everything?
Fight applies to any time you're trying to do damage to someone, unless you're using a gun.
Okay, yeah, I moved shooting down 1, and
Okay.
fight's going to be 1 because I haven't used it yet. So
Okay.
I think, and is yours is fight too, right?
I've got a good fight.
All right, I'm going to have fight as my number 1 then. And you know what then? Bring them on.
Okay.
All right.
So the door bursts open. 2 zombies come in.
Wait, does that mean I get a fate point? I'm back at 3.
Yep, you do get a fate point. You're back.
Because I still got my chair leg anyway. I'm ready.
Okay. So, what are you trying to do?
As they come in, I line up for the head. So basically, what just happened is you beat the fucking hell out of that guy. I look down and I say, hey kid, nice job, don't get cocky, stay on that thing. And I hear the door crack and I turn my attention and say, time to let some of the old school out. And I run up and just tap one in the head.
Okay.
Double tap.
Double
So
tap.
roll your fight.
I got a lot of fight left in me, son. Not that much of it.
Oh, ouch.
I thought I had a lot of fight. Well, hold on. How do I spend my fate points now? Because this would be a good time to do it.
Okay, so you get a so that means you're even now.
Right, I'm at 0 right now.
You're at 0. You're trying to beat a 1. So that means right now you've failed.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But you have a flashback first of all, because explain why your fight skill is so high.
Just a flashback or
Just
what
a
I
flashback.
remember? Okay,
Or,
so
yeah, remember whatever.
I remember being young, and funnily enough, and no, I'm gonna blank and code anyone watching. Mike's character and my character are not related, but it blank and codes flashback to me being young punk walking the streets, very very quiet, and a car pulls up beside me, and I kind of eye it suspiciously. Back in the the late 50s, with my greaser hair in Ireland where I grew up, and the car kind of pulls up to the side. And the door opens, and I kind of suspiciously walk up and lean over and say, "Oh, you fucking having a go?" And the guy says, "Come in here." And it kind of supercuts to me being, serving these really fancy dudes in these nice suits and in a really nice club, and me serving them drinks and not having the slick hairstyle anymore. And then it cuts to the man, and the audience recognizes the guy who's tipping me as like a really famous gangster at the time, and it's me in like the underbelly of like fighting some shit, and it's alluded to that I definitely grew up in some sort of mafia of sorts.
Okay.
And then it flashes back as like COLBURN in the head because I'm going to use my fate point.
Okay, so you can use a fate point to give yourself +2 to that result.
And
so
I
you
will
were
do
at
that.
0, trying to beat a 1, and you succeed. Not excellently, but you do manage to smash the zombie in the head, and it is enough to make it collapse on the ground, and the zombie that's beside it isn't affected at all, but you already see another zombie crawling in and stepping on to the corpse of the other one. So there's still...
And I see the kid on the floor, Mike's character, kind of eyeing me because I stumbled, and I said, "Hey, fuck you, I haven't done this in a long time."
Nice. Okay, so you hear a shout coming from the kid, the black kid, and he's moved over to the oven, and he says, I think I found something back here."
What'd you see?
And in the chaos, him and Vivian are standing in the corner behind the stove. He pulls out a box, and it's a very basic box, but there's a latch on it, and there is a bronze cross on top.
Okay, well, first I'm going to go bash another one.
Okay, all right.
That would make sense to me.
So you
Let
run
me
up
show
to
you
the
how
front
it's
door.
done, old man.
You see on the timer that there's 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, so you run up to the front door and you...
Wait,
keep that
that was
going.
my old roll.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So what do I got here? I got a -1 there,
Yeah.
but I still have, so +2.
+2, okay,
Yeah.
good. And do you have an aspect that you'd be able to use a fate point to invoke?
An aspect.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I could say...
Yeah. I am going to say, again, I don't know how you'd word it, like street fighting, rumble.
Rumble, okay.
Even rumbles. Group, like, fighting more than one guy at a time.
Wonderful. Yep, so I'll give you that. You get a +2.
I like to rumble.
Okay, so you can use a fate point to make that +2, which means you'll succeed with style.
I will do that,
Ooh.
because that sounds fun.
And
Okay.
it teaches me a thing or two.
That's right, that's actually the point. So yeah, I'm going to use that fate point. I'm going to clock it with style so that the head rolls off.
Okay. So yes, the head rolls off and the zombie collapses to the ground. But as you're swinging through, you actually hit the second zombie as well, and it staggers to the side and cracks its head off of the table.
Nice!
So there's 3 zombies standing in the front doorway now, and there's even more coming through. You hear the front window by where the 2 others are standing smash, and they run to the table, and they've got this box, and they're trying to open it, and you see the girl is fiddling with the lock on it.
And I just swing over and smash it.
Okay, so you smash it with the. What are you using, by the way? It's a chair leg, right?
Yeah. Like, and I
Okay.
say, are you fucking kidding me? We got monsters coming through the front door. Get out of the fucking way.
All right, go ahead, and I will. You know what? I'll just let it happen. Roll 3d20s.
3d20.
Yes.
Oh, new dice is in the mix, eh?
Yeah. This is a mechanic for this game alone. The Running Dead.
3d20. We've got 7, 1, and 4.
So
If I know
adds up
anything
to-
about d20s, those are not good rolls.
So we got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, is this the math? Damn it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
So you open the box with the bronze cross on it, and inside is a gun.
Ah.
Colorful gun with foam darts inside. And it says Nerf in big letters along the side.
I still fucking grab it and I go, fuck it, a shooter's a shooter. Damn it, a
Alright.
Nerf gun?
A Nerf gun, that's what you got. That's what you got.
Shit.
Okay,
Is
so
this, hold on, pause. Is this what everyone was contributing to with like ideas and stuff?
this is exactly what people were contributing to, yes.
Do you get to say who's contribute?
I do. The Nerf gun was my idea. And
Oh.
I've got a big list here, so that's from me to you.
Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it.
Well, next time, roll better.
I'm sorry,
No.
it wasn't my fault. It's fucking Dennis's fault.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to walk over,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take the Nerf gun, and I'm going to smash it so you got a shard of plastic.
Out of my
Like a
hand,
little plastic knife, and be like,
I'm gonna take it out of
"Fuck
my
you, bitch,
dead
nothing
hand.
is useless. Use your
It's a-
freaking brain."
It's up to you, Harlan. Does it happen? We're
No.
talking about the story here.
Yeah, because I grabbed it right off the bat.
Yeah.
So you try to take it and say, oh, the plastic shards would be useful. I'll say, you'd say that?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'd say just. I don't know. Can I fight him for it to see if I can grab it in time?
You can fight him for it, but
Yeah, let's fight for it.
you do see zombies.
What I'm gonna do is I'm
into-
gonna actually use my
the house.
stealth to be like, "Phew,"
Okay.
right? Just to see if I can just walk up and be like,
Do it.
catch it before he catches it.
So
Yeah.
if you're doing stealth, then Harlan, you're rolling notice. Go.
Okay.
Oh wait, I gotta clear my old one because that was a mess. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll wait till he rolls.
Oh hey, I'm not very. What am I?
Well, you know what?
Well, that's -2, and I am +3, so I'm still +1.
And I am not plus anything because I don't have notice. Although I have an assigned notice, but even if I gave it a +2, that would only be +2. 1. No, that's fine. So, wait, I don't have to assign notice as one of my skills, right?
You don't have to if you don't want
Nah, I won't bother.
to. Okay. So
I'm old.
he grabs the gun and you smash it on the table.
Yeah, just break it.
Okay.
And
So
hopefully we've got like a plastic shard or something.
And I say, you fucking idiot, there's shards everywhere. You just smashed a gun we could have used.
I'm going to give you a fate point, Braden,
Okay.
because that decision allowed a zombie to get in, and he swings at you with a grimy, sharp, naily hand, and slashes you across the face, or tries to.
Whoa!
All right, so I'm going to roll for that. Or no, you actually roll for defense.
Oh, all right.
If
So
he
what
wants
is-
to take it, though. Right? Because you said it was a fate?
Yep, yeah, if you want to take it. So you could use a
Why not?
fate point to say, no, he doesn't attack me.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay,
I don't mind being zombified.
so you take the fate point, and he scratches at you, and roll your defense.
I don't know. What's my defense?
Athletics. You're trying to dodge him.
Oh, fortunately, I have that.
Okay.
Not. It's just an average one for me. So 1.
So 1, and he got 1 as well, but he is going to use a... Oh, wait, nope, actually, sorry, he got 2. So
Oh,
he
really?
succeeds. Yes,
Yeah.
because he got a -1. They're all average. They're average zombie. You get a +1. I'm just it's the math. The math.
How convenient.
The math. The math. So he does manage to hit you, and you take a single point of stress.
Ooh.
He got 2, you got 1, and that gap between the 2 and the 1, that is how much damage you take.
Sorry, what?
So you take a point of stress. So that's at the bottom.
Physical stress, right?
Yes,
My
exactly.
shade in a box.
And stress, the way stress works is that it piles up for an encounter, but at the end of the encounter, it completely goes back to 0.
Now, for another fate point, can I take a mental stress? Because I'm actually really embarrassed
Yes.
that I got. And
Yep.
that's going to be an aspect of mine, is that I don't like,
losing or,
because
someone else
again,
getting a hit on
it
you.
actually goes back to my childhood, and one of the reasons I'm on the street is because my dad used to beat me a lot when he was drinking,
Oh.
Okay.
and that's why I would end up alone a lot, because I would run and hide, and so this mental stress actually brings it back.
Okay.
Too
Cool.
real, Mike. Too real.
How's Poppy doing, by the way?
Oh gosh.
All right. So yes, I'll allow that. You do take a mental stress as well.
So I'm going to start using these fate points, man. I got like 5 now.
What?
Yep.
I have 2.
Okay. So
So I do want to call him a fucking idiot again. You fucking idiot! You just smashed my thing as I watch him get eaten.
yeah. And
Or bit, or
you
scratched.
hear Vivian come like from the trap door. She says, "We've only got 1 more minute, guys. Keep
Then I
holding
say,
it
well, then
off."
pick up a fucking leg and start swinging, Derry.
Okay. And
Yeah, what's Kanye doing?
Kanye is he's turned around, and the fire is actually creeping towards you now, and it's in the middle of the room, and I'm going to give you a fate point, Harlan. The carpet you are standing on has caught flame,
Mm.
and the sweat is you're
Putting it
starting to
out.
pull you, and it's really freaking you out. For some reason, this fire it wouldn't be freaking you out, I guess, but it's stressful to you that this fire is so close now. So I'll give you a stress,
Oh, okay. So fate point for a stress is what you're saying?
basically. Yeah.
Sure. I have no problem with taking the fate point for the stress, and I have no problem with being mental stress. But I don't think it would be the fire that would stress me out necessarily.
What would it be?
Let's think. Maybe seeing this young punk kid who maybe reminds me of myself, being so like foolish, and then being attacked, because it might like reflect something of myself, or maybe a past son that I might have had. Again, to reiterate, he's not my son, but that might like signal something. I don't know. I can't picture him being afrared by fire.
Yeah,
You
sure.
mind if
You were the one who
Can
threw
I
the fire.
swab you?
What?
I want to swab you.
You want my sweat?
Go.
Oh, for the DNA test?
I'll see you on 40, bitch.
Well, you know what? Even the zombies would stress me out. That's more fair. I wouldn't say the fire, but like the zombies closing in, sure, why not?
Sure.
I'd take a stress for that.
Perfect. Okay. See, and that's what's great about Fate is that I can propose something, and you could be like, it's not really my character, but I'll still do that. But we'll say it's this.
Yes, because I'm
Right?
totally fine with taking stress. Just a logical one for my guy. So mental stress 1 is what you're saying.
Yes.
And I have to tell you, Bob, that's actually my plan.
That's
What
your
did
problem
Bob
with-
say?
He was
What?
saying to throw it at the zombies, which is what I was waiting for you guys to shut the hell up.
Well, you know what? There's other people playing this game, Michael.
No,
So-
it's all about me this time, remember?
Well, I'm
Title
sorry.
and-
So
Okay.
the window that's smashed in front of the table that you guys are all standing around, you see a zombie fall through it and collapse on the ground, and it stands up and starts making its way towards you. At the door, there are 3 zombies in front of you now, Braden.
And yeah, and that's what I wanted. Like, is there a part of the rug that I could still grab?
Yep.
Because that was my plan to like magician, leave all the glasses there. And,
So the carpet is there on the ground. You can grab it. Yep.
yeah, and I wanted to like see if I could like have to
Get it
go
on
over to toward the doors and maybe catch one or two zombies as we go.
Perfect. Okay. So you rip up the carpet, and Harlan, I'm going to give you another fate point because you were still standing on the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
So he sweeps it up, not noticing, and you collapse to the ground. And let's see if you get hurt. I'm going to make you roll athletics, and you're just trying to beat a fair, so +2.
I'm going to give myself no athletics, so I won't have a plus anything.
Okay.
So I got a negative, negative, and a plus. I'll take the fate point, and I'll take the damage. That's fair.
Okay. So it doesn't really hurt. You don't hear any cracks, but you do take a single point of stress. And in fate...
For physical stress?
Physical stress, yes. Actually, no. We're going to say 2 just so I can illustrate something, okay? So with fate, you have a single stress slot, a double stress slot, and a triple stress slot. If you take 2 points of damage, you use up the second point, but you don't have to fill in the first point.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So it's not like you take 2 damage. It's like, this is the amount of damage. Okay, this slot is covering that attack, and you've still got a 1 damage slot and a 3 damage slot.
I see. So my mental one from before was just for the 1 slot, correct?
Exactly.
Well,
but that means if you were to get another mental 1 damage...
We'd have to use a 2 slot.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Excellent. Sounds good.
Okay. So
I'm on the ground. Fucking Ayla. Fucking
You're
idiot.
on the ground. You're on
And
the
can
ground.
I use a fate point as well to try to make this more spectacular, because I'm trying to catch as many zombies as possible?
Well, you can roll and then add that fate point afterwards, depending on what you get.
Now, am I using athletics or fight or
I'm going to say
physique?
I'm going to say fight for now,
Okay.
just to move things along.
Excellent. +3.
+3. Okay.
Right?
So
Because that'd
it's
be a
enough.
-1.
Yep.
And then, oh no, so it would be +2.
+2 because your fight is +3.
Yeah, my fight is good, so +3.
Okay. So that succeeds. But it's not enough to succeed with style. You can use...
And that's why I want to use a fate point.
Okay, so you use it, and you succeed with style. What happens? This flaming rug, you've just thrown it onto them.
Yeah, so again, because they're coming in and like stumbling in, and that's basically like, as I throw it, it maybe catches one over the shoulder like a toga, but then as it kind of whips around, wraps around the other one's head.
Okay, perfect.
And kind of hug together and like.
And all 3 of them fall to the ground. The first one falls, and then the second one falls over them. We've got a big pile of zombies at the front door now. I think there's like 6 zombies on the ground there.
On fire.
Now they're on fire. So you hear a click, ding, 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 as the hatch unlocks, and Vivian swings it open and says, "Get inside!" And then she runs down, and Durrell follows.
All right, and I, what's the kid doing? What's Braden doing? Or unknown person? What's Mike doing?
Well, I'm now looking and going, they were a lot of fucking help and going down.
And I look at you and I say, "Get down there too."
Okay.
So I head down. Yeah.
You head down. Okay, and Harlan, you're the last person in the room, and I'm going to give you. You get up and you run to the thing.
Trapdoor?
Yep.
Yes.
The trapdoor. I'm going to give you a fate point that the zombie that Braden kicked in the face reaches up and grabs you. Last second, grabs your ankle and holds you there.
But
Okay.
compassionately.
It would be a mental stress.
Oh.
But you would have to fight him to get it off. But
Mental stress, and I have to fight him? No, I won't take it. I'll lose it.
okay,
Well,
all right.
if it was just a mental stress or just fighting him, probably. But that's too much negative, because then if I fight him, I might take more. So I won't.
I will give you a fate point, but it does cause you a mental stress. And basically, you see him last second, and it makes your heart beat a little bit faster. And you feel a bit of a
Well, then my next question is, just out of curiosity, how do I get mental stress back? Because then at that point, then I'd be full.
Okay, you get mental stress back by completing the area, completing the scene.
Okay, so if I get out of here, realistically, I might get it back anyway.
Right, you would get it back.
Then I will take the mental stress point.
Okay, perfect. So, okay. Yes, so you get to the next, you get to the hatch, and Vivian swings it over you as you get in, and you see an arm reach in for you as you're going down, and she closes the hatch, and the arm is broken off and falls onto the steps below you.
Nice.
And you're in complete darkness.
And I go, oh, fucking hell, a lot of help you two were, Darrell and fucking Vivian. What were you doing there?
We opened the hatch!
Oh, you stand by the hatch for 2 minutes, did you? And then you opened it last minute. Look, you two are no fucking help. And do you remember your fucking name yet? You.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't know, do I?
Oh.
It's up to you. It's up to you. We're all telling the story here.
Oh! Okay. Yeah, so again, oh wait. Oh! Oh! Sorry, my brain is cramping because I was going to go into another childhood. Why I remember my name, but gotta keep it simple for Aisha. So
Do it. I want to hear the backstory. Do it, Mike. Tell us why.
all right, so I remember to get into the gang, you had to kill someone, and it had to be anyone. So the first thing I did, I saw the simplest target I could. It was a young teen pregnant mother. Unfortunately, I did know her from high school. I didn't realize that until I took my little switchblade, stabbed it right through the gut, and I saw her eyes, and her mouth was like...
Wow. Dark.
All right.
So tears well in your eyes as I asked you the question, what's your fucking name?
It's Braden.
All right, Braden. My name's Dennis.
It's a lot less intimidating.
But you can call me... Was that
The
just...
Big D? I'll call you the Big D.
You can only see each other very faintly, and as your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see that there actually is some light coming from the bottom of the stairs. Mm-hmm. And the four of you make your way down, and there is a door, and above the door is a camera. And it turns towards you and stops on you.
And I flip it up. Yeah, I flip it up too. It's like, I fuck you, open the door. We're done with this shit.
So
I don't know where the fuck you think we are.
Darrell opens the door, and there's a dark room. Just by the sound, you can hear that it's bigger, though. It sounds spacious. And you step inside, and the door closes behind you. And now you are in complete pitch black darkness. And Vivian says, there was a camera back there. What the hell is going on?
Quiet. Look.
So you point at a single spot, and all of a sudden that white spot grows and explodes, and all of a sudden the room is illuminated with light. And you look around, and there's a TV screen on every single wall. All the walls are TV screens. You look around, and you see crowds of people cheering and waving flags and shouting. And after a moment, you see a man dressed in a sequin blue outfit, and it's sparkling in the light. And he says...
Oops, that was meant to be a drum roll.
Hello all, and welcome to another episode of The Running Dead, brought to you by the Church of Retribution. I'm your host.
Sorry, I'll stop.
It's okay, thanks. I got a flow, man, I got a flow.
Sorry.
I'm your host, Garland Huxley, and I'm here with another 5 sinfully provocative contestants, or... I guess I'm here with 4 sinfully provocative contestants. Oh. Poor Randy didn't even make it into the second round. But I think his friends here might have had something to do with that. Well, that's right, folks. It's humanity's favorite game show. And boy, do we have a show for you. If you're just tuning in for the first time, and frankly, I'm not sure how that's possible. Here's what you need to know. Quite simply, this is the show where 5 contestants are put through 5 distinctly unique rooms, each one testing their strength, wit, and most of all, courage. There will be excitement, there will be death, and there will be retribution, for believe me when I say that each of these sinning contestants deserves this sentence. However, there is a prize to be had for any contestant to survive this crucible. Does anyone know what that might be? No? Well, it's divine amnesty, of course. What better prize exists? Now, I'll admit, the odds are stacked against these 5 individuals. But contestants, you are not alone. Here at The Running Dead, we value our audience so much that we are giving them the power to determine your fate. If someone likes you, they may decide to sponsor you. They may send you something very helpful to fight off the hordes of the undead. Careful, though. If you displease them, you may find that any audience intervention that comes your way may not be so generous. So a friendly word of advice? Put on a good show, and you may just live to taste freedom once again. Now on that note... Someone's got to fix that applause sign. On that note, it's almost time for our contestants to venture their way into room number 2. But before they do, they should know about one more thing. Contestants, keep your eyes open for these symbols. So he basically shows you the 3 symbols. Everybody watching knows what they are. There's the bronze cross, there's the silver cross, and there's the gold cross. And he says that they will lead you to containers holding potentially very useful items. But if an audience member has it in for you, you may be very disappointed by what you find inside. And he also shows you one more cross. And this cross is a white cross. And he says that you are to look for this cross, and if you find it, that cross will tell you where you're supposed to go. All right? So if you see it, head for that cross. So, audience, are you ready? Contestants, are you ready? And he turns to you guys, and the crowd waits expectantly. So, Braden, you give him thumbs up.
Absolutely. Now, is this a show that we know of?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Nothing comes to mind.
So again, shoot. In my aspect of trying to rule the streets, do I know of an underground circuit where they put people through this sort of thing?
I will say there is
even like whispers. Whispers.
Yes, whispers. A vague recollection of something about the Church of Retribution and about some sort of show.
Right.
But that's all you really know about it. You've never seen anything. It just screams the elite to you. Right? And what about you, Dennis Collins?
So as the camera kind of comes down on me, as he was reading the things about your past and stuff like that, an image flashes through my brain. Me, young, maybe only 15 years ago, 20 years ago, so not too young, in my later 30s, standing on the beach in kind of a haphazard suit with a man blindfolded kneeling in front of me pleading for his life and a gun to his head, and me with cold, kind of distinct disgust fires a bullet through the front of his head and it exits to the back and he just falls over onto the beach. And like the look in my eyes is the same look as I'm standing in the arena, and I look up towards the camera and I kind of say, Yeah. Well, let's hope we're in heaven half an hour before the devil knows I'm dead. Bring it on.
And the crowd cheers.
Bring it on.
Alrighty then. The second room awaits you beyond these doors. Good luck, contestants.